Hundreds of people have marched in the streets of Mexico City to protest the rising cost of living. Many residents say they've been priced out of their neighborhoods because of over-tourism and an influx of people and businesses with higher purchasing power. Al Jazeera spoke to one protester who says he's lost the right to live in his own city.
My name is Sergio Juaricua, and I've been a resident with 20 years of roots in Colonia, Juárez. I arrived in Colonia, Juárez 20 years ago and lived in a building at 9 Liverpool Street on the corner of Bruselas. The building had 8 apartments and 6 commercial spaces. In 2014, a real estate company bought the building with us still living inside, and they denied us our right to buy the apartment we were living in. There was a very deceitful 5-year legal battle, and in the end, we were all forcibly displaced. Out of all my neighbours, I was the only one who managed to stay in the neighbourhood. Through networks of solidarity and trust with my neighbours, I was able to find another apartment in the same area. But after the pandemic in 2022, I experienced my second forced displacement because we were also asked to leave that apartment. These community networks have allowed me to keep living in the neighbourhood, but I'm now paying double the rent I used to pay. I used to live alone, and now I have a roommate because it's necessary in order to afford the rent. We don't call it gentrification. We have our own term, dispossession. We protest against eviction, forced displacement, and worst of all, the consequence, uprooting. Uprooting is terrible because it harms physical, mental and financial health, every kind of well-being. All of my neighbours and I were left deeply sad and affected because we were uprooted from a place where we would have wanted to stay. In Colonia, Juárez, 4,000 residents have been displaced. That's 3.3% of the population. Almost none of them were able to stay in the neighbourhood, and only 30% managed to remain in the city. That means more than 3,000 residents were displaced to the outskirts of the state of Mexico, losing their right to the city and their right to centrality. And the right to the city is in the Constitution. It's very important to take to the streets. Today we decided, at the request of Juarica Santa María de Juárez, the patron saint of urban activists who fight against gentrification, to come out with her. And she's here today because she's the protector of those who fight against gentrification.